It is official. The NWSL season has finally started. The 2025 season is here, and the San Diego Wave are surfing into this new season as a whole new team. The new signings had a great day today, and they just showed us everything that they can bring to this team, but also hopefully everything that they can bring into the future in this season and beyond. Jonas Eidvall, new coach, which means we have new tactics, new perspective, and it showed up on the screen today when I was watching on ESPN+. Looked completely different from what we know offensively and defensively from our prior teams. But where did the new squad thrive on the field? But also, what were some moments where they were just holding on and trying to survive? But did we win the game? All that and more will be here on the Penalty Kid podcast. We're going to go over all of it all season long. This is the premier podcast for all your San Diego Wave FC content, as well as your San Diego FC content. But let's get back to the San Diego Wave. Let's get back to today's game against Angel City FC. I figured Eidvall would line up in a 4-3-3, which is an attacking formation. He absolutely did. That's what I was speaking about in the preseason episodes, and I also put out a mock starting lineup in the preseason episodes, and I was so close to getting it all right. I missed on 2 players, but let's get back to this game. Forwards, we had Corley, Carusa, Cascarino. Midfield, we had Sanchez, Dali, McCaskill. Defenders were Maroney, McNabb, Wesley, and Lundqvist. When this game started, usually the first couple, 2-3 minutes are going to be a little bit back and forth, a little bit sloppy, which it kind of was, but that's pretty much every soccer game that you really, really do see. But the Wave started the party early. Cascarino got it on the wing, did a little hezzy to drive past the defender, drove it all the way to the end line, then cut it back in on a pass for Gia Corley in the box, and Gia Corley puts it away 1-0 in the 5th minute. The 5th minute, we are up, and it's our 2 new signings. And in the first 15 minutes, we were dominating the play. We were keeping Angel City FC pinned way deep in their half. We were pressing them. They could barely make it past midfield. The passing was crisp through the midfield, and we really, really controlled the pace. Angel City FC was having a really tough time. But Angel City came to life in the 19th minute, and Sheridan saved our souls on this one, came up clutch with a bonkers save because a cross came in from Angel City FC, and on the back post, there's a wide open attacking player who hits this beautiful volley, and Sheridan dives over to her left. 2-hand save from the top corner to keep us up 1-0. What a save by Sheridan. I mentioned in prior episodes that I think Sheridan will need a big season, and she has already come up clutch, not only once in this game, but multiple times. Angel City FC, they picked it up with Alyssa Thompson. I mentioned Alyssa Thompson in the last episode as someone to watch out for, and Alyssa Thompson cooked today. Alyssa Thompson beat Lundqvist a couple times in the first half on the wing, gave him a little move, and just really ran past him. There was a huge speed difference, and Alyssa Thompson took full advantage of that. And our defense was a little shaky in that first half, but overall, we were the way better team in the first half. We had 63% possession, 203 total passes completed compared to 118, almost doubled up Angel City's pass total. And then we had 5 shots versus Angel City FC's 3 shots. So we were the better team, but there were a couple moments by Angel City FC. And then in the second half, Angel City hit us with a quick one, and guess who it was? It was the 20-year-old Alyssa Thompson, really getting a goal that she probably deserved. So she broke through an aggressive defensive press, or the midfield broke through an aggressive defensive midfield press, which left Alyssa Thompson wide open on the wide right side. They got the ball to Alyssa Thompson, drove it down into the box. Defender finally cuts off Alyssa Thompson. Alyssa Thompson fakes left, Hezzy's left, goes right, shoots it in the bottom left corner. Sheridan had no chance. Tie game, 1-1. And from that point, it was a really even game. It was really back and forth. Both teams had turnovers. Both teams were in the midfield making plays. Both teams had half chances. But Eidval saw this and he made some changes, which I always look at coaches and when they make subs, how they might change their tactics. And this was a really good time for substitutions. In 72nd minute, Eidval brought in subs such as Barcenas and Doniak Robe, who made a difference. And let me tell you, Barcenas was saucing today. In the 80th minute, Barcenas found herself on the end line, sauces a defender from Angel City FC. The defender is now behind her. As Mel drives towards the box, the defender brings her down. Defender gets a yellow card because she could not keep up with all that filth. Barcenas showed up again in the 88th minute when she was at the top left of the box, kind of gives a little heady, gives a little dummy to the defender, finds herself open at the top of the box, shoots a beautiful curled shot to the top left corner, but the Angel City FC keeper saved it with her fingertips. She pulled a Sheridan. She saved a goal. That was the game winner, and it just did not happen for Wave FC. But the game is done, and we got the point away from home versus a rival. So the game ended 1-1, and it was a fun game to watch. It was a really great game to watch. Even though it was the first game and it was kind of sloppy, there was times where players kind of looked fatigued as well because game speed is way different than practice speed. And these women played preseason about a month ago. So that's a pretty long layoff in between a preseason game to a regular season game. And game speed is just different. But overall, the team looks so much better than last year. And we really probably should have won this game. So we might be mad for dropping points. But again, we're away from home. And we're playing a rival, which is always difficult to do. But the players that really showed up today were the new signings. Cascarino was the best player on the field, period. Not only for the Wave, but for Angel City FC and probably for any woman playing in the NWSL today. Cascarino was on fire the entire time she was on the field. She was baiting defenders into coming to attack her, and the moment that the defender bit or, put the leg in, she would then go right by him, or she'd have a quick touch to then be able to go right by him. And she did this multiple times in the first half, as well as in the second half, even though she did get subbed off a little bit later. But the entire time she had the ball, you could just tell she was at another level. This is going to be so fun to watch. She's going to be exciting. She's from Lyon, which is arguably one of the best women's soccer clubs in the entire world. So big shout out to Cascarino for showing up today and making it look so good. And then Corley was the one that scored the goal off Cascarino's pass. So 2 new signings for the goal. So Gia Corley gets the mention. Kenza Dali, a French international who was also brought to this team this year, looked really, really good in midfield. I would say we won the midfield in the game. Not only obviously possession, but just the eye test and the way we were passing, the way we were controlling pace. And that happened because Dali controlled the pace, very composed. She doesn't move too fast, and she knows how to facilitate and find the outlet. So then people can start running at the defense. Also, we had Barcenas show up. I mean, watching Barcenas to when she first started playing on the Wave to where she is now, it is phenomenal, her growth. It is beyond phenomenal. She's becoming a professional, before our eyes. She's still 17 years old, and she was making professional defenders look a little bit silly. That is insane. And last year, it looked like, she got a lot of playing time last year, which I really want to thank Landon Donovan for, because I believe that helps in growth and development. So big shout out to Landon Donovan for giving her the playing time. But last year, she looked like she was moving too fast in the head, right? Like overthinking things instead of kind of reacting and just letting her natural ability speak. Kind of lost the ball a couple times, maybe tried to showboat a little too much. This game, everything she did was the correct play. Even when she was doing stepovers, when she was trying to sauce defenders, it was all controlled. It was all with the purpose, and it was all the correct play to do. And I think that's just a big difference because obviously the ability always shows up on tape with Botsenas. It's just getting that maturity. And she looked phenomenal for the 20 plus minutes that she was on the field. So I just want to see her continue to get playing time, see her continue to grow, because it is exciting to watch her play. And the final honorable mention, Idaval. He's molding the team, and he's made the team look better than last year. You can see different tactics from last year. So last year, we really didn't press. We'd always kind of just drop back. We played slow, not only on defense, but also on offense. This year, you can tell we're pressing. We have kind of a hard press and a soft press, but that's also tiring, and you saw that a little bit in the game as well. I think the conditioning is going to need to get up a little bit, but that will come with time. But it looks like we have a defensive identity, and it looks like we like to press. We like to put pressure on the other team when they have the ball, try to force turnovers and try to keep them in their half of the pitch, which is usually having a high line. So that means there's a lot of space in behind, and it kind of got taken advantage of by Alyssa Thompson a couple times. Offensively, you can see that we have our passing triangle set up. We have our outlets, and he's instilled, where people should be positioned, where to be the outlet, how to set up those triangles, how to overload certain sides of the midfield, and then get it to the opposite side where there's space and Cascarino can run in behind, or Corley run in behind, and even Sanchez kind of float around in the midfield. So it was really fun and awesome to watch that we had kind of an identity and an exciting identity because things moved a lot faster. Again, I mentioned that our offense kind of looked slow last year. We used to just do a slow build-up play. And even years before that, we used to do slow build-up play, even though with Stoney, we looked obviously really, really good. But we needed a change, and it's just so much more fun to watch this faster style, trying to go from back to front a little bit quicker, trying to kind of get players into space and running at people. And you can see Cascarino, again, wanted to use that speed to really, really attack players, get in the box, and make some passes. I do think our defense is going to be the part of our team that we're going to need to worry about a little bit because it just didn't look great on the defensive end. Maroney looked okay in the left back. Lundqvist, had a couple moments where they didn't look too great, and I don't really remember anything memorable from the center backs. Wesley looked okay, but when your entire defensive line only looks okay, we might be having a problem. So we need to watch out for that, but hopefully in time, the defense can kind of settle down and settle in as they get more reps together, because a lot of that is communication. And the good thing is we have Sheridan behind our back, and Sheridan is probably going to need to hold it down this season so we can continue to grow, continue to build, and hopefully try to get some wins and get into the playoffs this year. But a point is a point, and we will take it. And the next game is in Snapdragon Stadium. So can't wait to be watching that. I, again, will be missing that game, but all for good reasons. Again, my friend is having, had a child, and so I need to go visit my friend and his partner so we can, celebrate, the joys of life and bringing life into this world. So I can't wait for San Diego Wave to play in this next game. I can't wait for hopefully all of y'all in San Diego to be out there. And also to the individuals supporting my channel, watching my channel, I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for San Diego Wave tickets. This is completely free. You don't need anything. You'll just need to sign up. But we will do April 12th game, San Diego Wave FC tickets, 2 free Wave FC tickets. I'll bring more information as we approach that date, but can't wait for that day to come. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. If y'all can, please subscribe, help out this channel. Really trying to grow the women's game, really trying to grow this channel as well. So love y'all for all y'all support. So thank y'all so much, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.